Hi everyone, my name is Laurențiu, and in this video I am going to talk about all Pirates of the Caribbean games for the Sony PSP. Making video games after a movie often leads to bad games. It's almost the same case with Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. The story in the game is faithful to the movie, but creates confusion if you haven't seen the movie. It takes only the parts with Jack Sparrow and tries to integrate more sword fights. The game consists mostly on clumsy platforming and sword fighting, and I found it very repetitive. It's the same in every level. You sword fight and do some boring puzzle platforming which is very clumsy. I mean, Jack Sparrow moves very clumsy and you never feel that you have full control of the character. And the sword fight mechanics are nice. You press the button shown on the screen to attack, but there are still not enough combos. It gets boring because the combat is too repetitive. You hit 3 times X and then square. So even though the combat feels nice, you get fed up by it easily. The level designs are boring and washed out, and even though you have more locations, each one feels kind of the same, or you get the same feeling throughout the whole game. You don't really feel that things change or that you do anything different. And as for enemies, you have only 3 types of enemies: pirates, Davy Jones crew members, and cannibals. The game also has multiplayer that seems even worse than the single player. Unfortunately, the servers are down, so I cannot show you the footage of it. I've put a link in the description with a video of the multiplayer. It's different from the single player because it consists of ship battles, but it still looks bad. The second game, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, is a better version. It actually is a dream come true. It's like the Harry Potter games. Even though they are made after movies, they are awesome. It's the same thing with At World's End. It has less clumsy and annoying puzzle platforming and more action! You even get epic boss battles in this one. You also play with multiple characters like Will, Elizabeth, and Barbarossa, besides Jack Sparrow, and many more. You can choose to replay the level with which character you like, and options are plenty. The combat is refined, and it's more fun, not like in the previous one with the button pressing above their heads. Well, the combat is still repetitive, but it's more fun, because aside from the classic sword fighting, to keep things a little more varied, you can also use pistols, throwing knives, and bombs. And this combat mechanic works. It is fun and epic. Also, they ditched the annoying puzzles. Now the game is action-packed, and when you transition to a new scene, you get nice and epic quick-time events. The game, even though it gives the impression of big spaces, it is linear. You have to go from point A to point B and hack your way through any enemy that crosses your path. You also have the option to complete side objectives to get style points. Graphically, the game looks very good, especially the level designs are very eye-catching. The colors are also nice and vibrant, and unlike the previous one, the levels feel different one from each other. Also, they give you the impression that they are bigger than they actually are. Besides the sword hacking, you can play minigames throughout your playthrough. You can play poker, Pirates Dice, and Davis Hearts. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean is as you would expect from any Lego game to be. Awesome! Yay! If you played at least one Lego game, you know the drill. You collect studs, play through a simplified and very amusing set of cutscenes from all 4 Pirates of the Caribbean movies, you solve easy puzzles, you get a ton of characters to play with, you collect doubloons and red bricks, you also get pirate duels that are actually just button mashing, but they are still fun. The PSP version is very similar to the big version, except for some small details in some puzzles and the combat mechanic that I've already talked about. I definitely recommend you the LEGO game, especially because of its humor. It will boost your mood. And also, I deeply recommend you At World's End. It does right everything that Dead Man's Chest did wrong, meaning that the controls are spot on, you get multiple characters, nice level designs, epic action, nice quick time events, and minigames too. It's just awesome. Try it out.